Yo, what's going on, people? On today's video, I'm going to be giving you my predicted starting lineup and also my match predictions for the massive game that we got coming up against Manchester United on Saturday evening. So if you are new around here, please consider hitting that subscribe button and don't forget to like and share this video. Right, guys, as you guys know, we've got a massive game coming up this Saturday against Manchester United. It doesn't get any bigger than this in regards to what is up for grabs, in regards to the massive 3 points which can, elevate either team up in the table. We are, let's be real, potentially, we're not obviously getting carried away, but potentially we know we are looking up at the top 4 position, considering Man United lost the other day. Obviously, they're challenging for the title, which I don't think they're going to get. Let's be honest about it. And also, we've got Tottenham and the other teams like West Ham, which are above us at the minute, chasing for the top 4. So the massive 3 points, it is important for us to win this game this weekend. I personally think that we can't afford to lose. If we draw, okay, but all I want basically is a massive performance from the guys, just like we had against Southampton the other day. So hopefully the guys can come correct. Considering that we're playing at home, it has to be a massive performance from the lads. We saw the other night that Manchester United lost against Sheffield United, and obviously there was a few mistakes here and there. So I think it's something that we can exploit if we've analysed the game properly. I'm open. Arteta have done his due diligence and done his homework, and obviously the player are up for it as well, up for the challenge, and hopefully we can come away with the 3 points. So I'm going to be giving you my predicted starting lineup and score predictions. So as we know from Arteta's press conference yesterday, it is very likely that Aubameyang may not be playing in this game. He might not be available, but we know our new signing, Odegaard, potentially might be up for contention. It may be not starting, but potentially, getting a place on the bench. So for me, I think in regards to the starting lineup, we pretty much have to go with the same starting lineup that we did against Southampton. And I think the only changes is if Kieran Tierney is back in the fold, he obviously will go straight in and play on the left. And for me, I'm going to have to put Cedric on the right back, because I think the last 2 games he's had a massive game in regards to the Premier League, that is, against Newcastle, very, very influential. Against Southampton, again, he was playing great balls. He obviously got a pre-assist when it came to the Lacazette's goal. So I think for me, he's going to have to start on the right if Tierney is back in the fold, which we expect potentially for him to come back, considering that we rested him against the Southampton game. So the starting lineup has to be Bernd Leno in goal for me. Then obviously Cedric on the right back. The thing is, there's an argument in regards to potentially resting Rob Holding and potentially playing him because he's on a good run at the minute. And I think if we're talking about potentially rotating players and the amount of games that we got coming up as well, potentially I think it might maybe be best maybe to give Rob Holding a rest. I'm just saying, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's going to be the case. I think for me, we might want to look at changing up the back two a little bit in regard maybe putting David Luiz and then playing Gabriel. I know Gabriel didn't have a great game against Southampton in the FA Cup game, but I do think we need to be playing him, because if you think about it, he was our best player for 3 months in a row beginning of the season. He was playing well prior to catching COVID. And obviously he's come back into the fold. He had a little shaky start against Southampton in that FA Cup tie and had a few mistakes here and there. But I do think we've got a player in Gabriel, and the more we play him, the more confidence he gets, and hopefully it will start getting back to the old Gabriel that we know of. So I think if we're going to change up things a little bit in the back line, probably David Luiz keeps his place on the right of the centre-back, and then bring in Gabriel, and like I said, bring in Kieran Tierney if he's fit to play this game, which I am hoping he is fit, because then that way we have a better chance on the left flank once again. Going to the midfield has to be Xhaka and Partey. There's reports to suggest that Partey, obviously he came off against Southampton the other day. It was suggested just to be a cramp, and it seems to be recovering really, really well. So I think again it has to be Xhaka and Partey to start For me, those two seems to influence and, you know, complement each other in that midfield role. And Partey is just, I mean, you can see for yourself the kind of energy that Partey brings into the team, and that calmness in terms of passing, his passing ability, his vision. You know, he just brings another sort of another dimension to the midfield when we're playing. Now, the front three, again, like I said, has to probably remain for me. It has to be Saka on the right, Emile Smith Rowe, again, if he's fit, because I also know, we know that he also came off against Southampton. And I think, again, it's all precautionary, because if you look at it, he did look quite tired. You know, it was a high intensity game against Southampton. We were playing a high line, high pressure and so forth. So I think I think it was like the 60th, 70th minute, he got tired and he just maybe got a cramp also. So he also came off. Very precautionary. So I think if he's also fit, there are talks that he's going to be assessed in the next coming days just to see how he gets on. But if he's fit, I would basically start Emile Smith Rowe in that sort of number 10 role. And on the wide left, it has to be Nicolas Pepe for me. I know Martinelli was due to come on, but obviously, again, with all that little injuries and cramp again in the Southampton game, Arteta had to change it up a little bit. So I think Pepe had a brilliant game in against Southampton. So I think he should also keep his place in that team. And obviously up front, man like Lacazette for me has to start, no doubt. Obviously our top goal scorer in all competitions at the moment, keeps his place. And yeah, hopefully we can go into this game with full confidence, knowing fully well that we've just obviously put on a massive performance against Southampton. We were able to come away with a win. And again, Manchester United lost against Sheffield United. So it's going to be one of those games where we're going into the game quite confident, where Man United obviously are chasing the first place again. And obviously they have so much pressure on them considering that they've lost their last game and they have to win just as much as we also have to win for our top four fight as well. So yeah, that would be my starting lineup. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think in regards to the starting lineup. Who would you start? What changes would you make in regards to my starting lineup? Who would you play? Who wouldn't you play? So yeah, let me know in the comments below. So for my score prediction in regards to this game, I do actually think, like I said earlier, we are going into this game quite high in confidence. So personally, obviously, I'll be going for a home win for Arsenal. I don't unfortunately think we will keep a clean sheet, considering like the threat that Manchester United can pose on Arsenal's defence. Don't get me wrong, I know we're all getting carried away that we've got the second best defence in the league. For me, that's doesn't really prove much, to be really honest. All matters on match day how you perform. So for me, in regards to the score, I think I'm gonna go with a win, and I think we're gonna come back with at least 2 or 3-1 win on this one. I think this game is gonna have goals in it. We are gonna concede, but I also think that we've got what it takes to score at the other end as well. Again, let me know in the comments below what you guys think in regards to the starting lineup, and also what is your score prediction going into this game. So that's my predicted starting lineup and score predictions for this up and coming game. If you're new around here, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that like button. You can also follow me on Twitter, that is _thatArsenalGuy, obviously, where I share quite a few content in regards relating to Arsenal. This is a channel, obviously, as a massive Arsenal football fan, I talk about everything to do with Arsenal, relating match previews and also post-match reviews as well. So if this is the kind of content that you'll enjoy watching, please consider subscribing. It'll go a long way in supporting the channel, and we can grow together as the Arsenal fan base. So yeah, hopefully we can come away with a win against Manchester United, and until after the game, you will see me giving you my match review in regards to the game. Take care.